Welcome back to Unfiltered. Listen, I've been warning you over and over, and now the Fed's saying the quiet part out loud. They want a digital currency. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the biggest surveillance tool you will ever see in human history. They're now saying the quiet part out loud about the creation of a central bank digital currency. Take a listen.
So it would not be anonymous. It would not be an anonymous bearer instrument. We would be looking to balance privacy protection with identity verification, which has to be done, of course, in today's traditional banking system.
You just heard him say it. You don't have to listen to me. Joining me now is cryptocurrency expert and the author of Undressing Bitcoin, Leah Halper. Leah, thanks so much for joining us. You know, you've been sounding the alarm about these central bank digital currencies for a while. Me as well. It's a big concern. This is the ultimate surveillance tool, isn't it?
Absolutely, and anonymity isn't even the worst of our problems. The worst of our problems is the fact that it's going to be programmable. Because it is digital, it means the money can be programmed to be spent in any way in which the central bank or the government decides. So one of my particular concerns is the World Economic Forum, because they're talking about implementing a carbon allowance. Now, this means each individual will be given a certain amount of, whether it's credit or whatever it is, carbon that they are allowed to emit. And how do they implement that? Through a central bank digital currency. So if I buy too many plane tickets, or if I buy too much meat, because those things are all supposedly very bad for the environment, my money when I go to fill up my car could then be declined. So now they're literally controlling what we can and can't do with our money. It's also important to realize that the money can expire. So during times of economic uncertainty, central banks love to print lots and lots of money, which causes inflation. But we could get to a point where they say, instead of printing money, guys, you have to spend at least 10% of your savings in the next 3 months. If you don't spend that money in the next 3 months, then that money is going to expire. And if you can't save money, well, then you can't build long-lasting generational wealth. You're always going to be a slave to the system. And, I don't think people really understand the severity of this. Money is literally the energy which fuels your life. If you don't have freedom of money, you don't have freedom of anything. Dan, I know you talk about the Second Amendment. If they don't need to necessarily get rid of the Second Amendment, but they can just say they can program your money so that you can't actually go and buy a gun. So again, it really is the most tyrannical form of surveillance we will ever see. When they control the money, they control the world.
Yeah, this is why I love your podcast. I honestly think you're one of the few people that gets the threat from these digital currencies. I only got about 30 seconds left, but just quickly, the Bank of England, despite being in a massive inflationary global crisis, has decided they're going to start printing more money through a quantitative easing program. This isn't going to stop this inflation crisis. The minute the politics heat up, they just start printing again.
Absolutely. The more debt that we get into, the only way to get out of it is to continue printing money. They announced tax cuts. They announced that they're going to be deregulating the market, which caused the crash. And as a result, because there's no more, they're not going to be collecting as much money because of the tax cuts, they're going to have to borrow more money, more debt. How do you solve that? Printing more money and inflation. So I'm a huge advocate for Bitcoin.
Yeah. Leah, thanks a lot for your time. I really appreciate it. Congrats with this.
Just in case you haven't been able to keep up with digital currencies, if you don't realize what the impacts of going to an all digital currency will have on society, take a look at this. And if it resonates with you, pass it on.
A CBDC would be programmable, meaning that just like a piece of software, the government would be able to put restrictions on it with digital rules. In times of economic hardship, your government doesn't want you to save money. They want you to spend it, because when you spend money, it stimulates the economy. It makes money flow. So what if they could force you to spend your money? Well, with a CBDC, that would be possible. Your government could program your money to expire, meaning you would have a time limit to spend it. If it's not spent within a given time frame, for example, within 30 days, the money in your account would just disappear. With a CBDC, it doesn't matter if you want to save your money or not, because that decision would soon be in the hands of your government. Just last month in China, they rolled out their own form of digital currency, and they have been testing the expiration of money. But we all know the world is currently obsessed with carbon emissions. And of course, it's great that we should care about our environment. Well, Very soon, personal carbon allowances are likely to become a thing in much of the West, meaning that just like big companies, individual people will be limited to an amount of carbon they'll be allowed to put out every month. With a CBDC, a government could program your money so you can't buy fuel or plane tickets or even non-green foods and groceries once you hit your monthly carbon limit. Basically, your government will be able to completely control the things you can or cannot buy by programming your money.
I prefer, and I'm sure millions of other people can agree with this, is that I want a world where I have the choice to buy what I want, when I want, and where I want, without the government stepping in and monitoring and telling me when I can do so. Am I wrong?
Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakar Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders, a great millstone that taught me his truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect that's out here laboring and that believe on the names of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakar Kodash. To USA Shalom. This is the brother Amawan from the GMS Charlotte camp, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakar Kodash. And this lesson I'm going to entitle Digital Slavery is on the Horizon. Alright? Digital slavery is on the horizon because what this devil, is doing by, going ahead and trying to implement the CBDC, alright, the central bank digital currency, alright, they are planning on pretty much, making a continual surveillance, over the world, and they want to control, what you can buy, all right, what you can do, all right. If you have an idea of what you see, going on over in China, all right, they have what you will call a social credit system, all right, to where your actions are pretty much, an indicator on what you're allowed to do, all right. If your social credit score is not a certain number, all right, you're not able to purchase things such as, travel tickets, all right, certain insurance or benefits you're not going to be able to get, and it's all going to be monitored, by this devil, all right. So what you're seeing happening in China, that's pretty much, a trial run to what they want to bring onto the whole world. So with this CBDC, all right, he'll be able to pretty much monitor everything that you spend. It's not going to be any more, private spending, which this is what this whole, cryptocurrency, was pretty much blown up for, for privacy. But hey, with the overturning of Roe versus Wade, you have no privacy anymore because it goes beyond abortions, man. All right. Hey, they're coming for, your bodily autonomy, but ultimately they want, full control over everything. All right. With them bringing in this whole carbon tax. All right. If you go over your carbon tax, man, they're going to be able to, charge you, extra. All right. And everything, when you know what carbon pretty much comes from, everyday living, all right, takes carbon. You breathing, using the bathroom, you doing certain things, it's all carbon. So they're going to literally be able to control everything you do. All right. So this slavery, this is a digitized slavery that he's wanting to introduce. Okay. So, this quote that you see on the screen, all right, this was made by this Edomite named David Spangler. All right. He says, no one will enter the New World Order unless he or she will make a pledge to worship Lucifer. No one will enter the New Age unless he will take a Luciferian oath. It's like a Luciferian initiation. And what is that, that pledge or that Luciferian initiation, man? That's you taking the Charagma, man. All right. The MOTB. That's your indicator that pretty much let the world know that you have chosen Esau to be your power, your God, man. All right. You trust in Esau. And with this great reset, on the horizon, all right, they're about to make it pretty known that they're ready to bring in this digital slavery, man. So, Salakia for the long, monologue, but let's get into the scriptures, man. This is Revelation 13 and 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast shall speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, right? And what is the image of the beast going into, man? All right, this system, man. This new world order, all right, is the image of the beast, speaking. And if you don't want to take part in the new world order, if you don't want to make that pledge to Lucifer, Esau is ready to come down and take your life from you, man. All right, because they're already, talks of, if you don't, go along with this whole technocracy that they're bringing, all right, you're pretty much going to be shut out from society and left to fend for yourself. This is why you see a lot of these apocalyptic movies, this whole, cyberpunk, dystopian, totalitarian, dystopian type movies, where pretty much you have the rich and you have the bottom feeders, the poor, pretty much, living, underground, in their own little society, because ultimately, man, they want you to be a part of the system by you taking that oath, man. All right. And if you don't want to be a part of the system, it says that you're going to be killed, man. All right. They're going to come after you. This is why they have the robots. All right. They have the, all the means to pretty much, kill your life, here before they actually physically kill you, man. All right. So it says, verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? And that's going into the MOTB. This is why you're seeing everything going digital, man. All right? Because with the CBDC, man, all right, that's going to be, the doing away of paper money, all right, which here in America, they're saying December 13th is a day where Biden's going to, bring in the CBDC, or what they call them, the Biden bucks, all right, to begin that process of transitioning from paper money to digital currency, man. All right. And that's just the beginning of the infrastructure to prime the world for this prophecy right here, man. All right. It says, verse 16 again, he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And that word goes into that word mark goes into the word charagma, which means that incision under the skin, man. So if you want to, pledge your allegiance to the beast, all right, you're going to have to take that Luciferian oath, man, which is by you taking that MOTB, because all indicators is going to show it's going to be a total power grab for these damn elites, man. And they want everybody to be slaves under them, man. This is why they're having the summit for the one world religion. All right, we're already in the one world currency. We're into the one world currency, which is why everything is going digital. And there's been talks of how, with the Queen dying, okay, the economy over in Britain is collapsing. And with the new regime, all right, they said that the currency is going to come from Britain, man, because we know that they're going to be the main source for where the money. Because with this new world order, all right, you have the one world religion, which comes from the Vatican, all right, the one world currency, all right, which is for Britain, and you have the government, which is pretty much, Esau is going to be using here Babylon for, man, all right, because everybody takes after the beast, man. They wander after the beast, all right. So that's going to be the three main proponents for the new world order, man. One world currency, one world religion, and one world government, man. All right. And everybody's going to have to take that oath. They want to be a part of this new world, man. All right. So continuing on, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, which is that universal barcode, man, the 666. All right, because they want that implanted in everybody in the world, so that if you want to be able to pretty much buy or sell, Esau's gonna have the total access to know what you're buying, man. This is why everything is going towards that CBDC, man. All right, and if you're not acting in a way that pleases them, all right, they will have the ability to cut off your charagma, all right, and you'll be, pretty much exiled from that world, man, all right, which is why we are out here to warn the people that, hey, when this happens fully, all right, we're going to have to put all trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, because then we're going to be fully unplugged from the matrix, and we're going to have to totally depend on the Lord, all right? We're not going to have Esau in his stores, or pretty much how it is now, man, all right? You're going to have to fully go off of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua and allow him to pretty much, guide you on how you're going to, continue on until it's time for us to be delivered, Lord willing, man. All right, but what this devil is doing is totally wicked, man. All right, because he's literally, with this, his depopulation process, he's literally strong arming the people into bowing to him, man. All right, this is Sirach 34:21. It said, "The bread of the needy is their life. He that defraudeth him thereof is a man of blood. He that taketh away his neighbor's living slayeth him, and he that defraudeth the labor of his hire is a bloodshed." Right, and that's Esau to a T, man. This is why he's known as the bloody man, because this nigga is literally, taking the people's lives away from them, man. All right, you take a man's ability to provide for his family, to be able to feed, clothe himself, man. All right, you were robbing that man of his, God-given rights, man. Hey, you are a bloodshedder, man, because they know that if you starve the people out, that's going to be the number one way to make them bow to you. A lot of these people who don't have a spiritual backing, all right, the true spiritual backing, which is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, but, just using the whole world as an example, a lot of these people don't have anything to fall back on, man. So when their well-being is being threatened, all right, they're gonna fold like, lawn chairs, man. All right, they're not even gonna think twice about it. They're gonna do what they gotta do to make sure that they're able to thrive in society, man. All right, so a lot of them are gonna take the charagma without question. All right, and they're gonna pledge their allegiance to Satan without even thinking about what they really doing, man. And a lot of them, they're gonna know, because Esau's gonna make it known, and they're still gonna do it. All right, this is why these laws that he's been passing, over the time, man, he's pretty much setting it up to where, by his laws, he's able to enforce these things, man. Which is why, Isaiah 10:1 says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed." Right, because these decrees that these devils are passing on the low. All right, because a lot of these things like this, when Biden signed that bill to bring in the CBDC, that wasn't mainstream news. All right, that was done just like all these other laws are done, man, under the radar, where nobody's really paying attention to these things unless you're tapped in to what's going on, man. All right, but these decrees that they're passing is really to strong on the people out of their rights, man. All right, because that whole World Economic Forum, they were discussing on how they're about to bring in this fourth industrial revolution. All right, and bring in this whole transhumanism movement. All right, because this devil is ready to bring in his plan, because he knows that he has but a short time, man. All right, so what he's gonna do to make the people submit, all right, is take away their human rights, man. And the only way you're gonna be able to continue on with life as you know it is to bow to him, man. All right. So it says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless." Right, because they know a lot of these families, especially amongst Jake, they're barely hanging on, man. All right, so when you take what little they have already, man, a lot of these people are going to be forced to bow to you. All right, and especially these women. All right, because these women, they have no faith. That's what feminine goes back to, is being faithless. But they have no faith, and these weak men are gonna follow suit, man. So they're gonna easily make our people crumble. All right, that are not of the elect, man. All right, but this is all being done in wickedness, man. Because he ultimately wants everybody to worship him like he is the Most High, man. All right, which leads me to this. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, and that day has come where the man of sin has been revealed. All right, we fell away as a people. All right, due to the prophecy it said in Jeremiah 17:4. All right, but we're in the time of the great awakening, and that Son of Man is being revealed by the Spirit of the Lord's mouth, starting with the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone on down. All right, we are revealing the son of perdition. And that's showing that's Esau, because he is moving with the full power of Satan to implement his his agenda, which is this new world order, man. All this wickedness in the world being done is destroying the earth, itself, man. But this is showing you that this is the son of perdition. Was that word perdition goes into destruction, man, and through his villainy, man, his tyranny, all right, he's gonna pretty much force the whole world to worship him, man. Okay, verse 4: Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God set up in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God, because through his technology, he is trying to make himself omnipotent like Yahweh Shem Yahushua is, man. Because we know that the Lord sees all through the angels. This is why the scriptures tell you the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the earth, all right? So the Lord, has the angels being his eyes, but see, Esau is trying to do that on the left-hand side through his technology, which is really witchcraft, man. So this is why you have cameras everywhere, man, all right? And all this smart technology, because he's making it more and more easier for him to spy on the whole world. So, hey, this new world order is just another way for them to pretty much, be like the Most High, man, because they're going to have total access unto everything, man, all right? And when they put that charagma inside of you people, man, they're going to have access to be able to tap into your spirit itself, man. Hey, they have that saying, these rappers always love to say, man, the Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body, but that's true. They want everything, man. Because with that charagma, they're going to be able to control your emotions. They're going to be able to, fully, take out what they deem as the God gene, which is the pineal gland that's in our in the middle of our brains. That is our connection to the Most High. All right, they attack that with the, with the jab, man. All right, so they want full control over everything, man, because they want to be worshipped as the Most High. They want to move Yahweh Shem Yahushua out the way and put themselves up as being the Most High, man. So this is really what all this New World Order is really about, man. So when you take that charagma, you are really saying that Esau Edom is your God, man. That's the oath that you're taking. That idol that you're worshiping is really you putting Esau up as the Most High, man. All right? But see, at the end of the day, the Most High is actually, doing this to put Esau in a snare, because he's not going to fully allow this devil to accomplish what he dreams of getting, man, which is to gain, total world domination through this New World Order agenda, man. All right? So all this is being done really to ensnare you. The Most High had you devils in a trick bag, man. Okay? This is Psalms 57:6. It said, they have prepared a net for my steps. My soul is bowed down. They have digged a pit before me into the midst whereof they are fallen themselves. Salah, right? Because you devils are pretty much, solidifying your own destruction. Because the more and more that you are going into this plan, man, the further and further the Most High is having you fall into this ditch where you're going to pretty much destroy yourselves, man. Because to truly bring in this New World Order, they are orchestrating World War III. All right? But unbeknownst unto you, when World War III takes place, that is the Most High's, his cementing of your destruction. Because see, Esau has that plan, going back to Albert Pike, where they pretty much, I forget, what he called it, but it's in his book Morals and Dogmas, where pretty much he said that the elites have planned 3 world wars, and after the third war, all right, they're gonna rise from the ashes like a phoenix and begin to rule the new world, after that, man. But you don't understand that the new world that's gonna, come after World War III is the kingdom of Israel, man. Because that's when Yahweh Shai is gonna return and, set things back in order when he takes the rulership from you devils, man. Okay? So you're doing all this really for your own destruction, man. All right? Psalms 140:8. It says, grant not, O Lord, the desires of the wicked. Further not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves, Selah, right? Hey, the Lord is not going to allow you devils to fully, implement your new world order. He's going to allow you to start it. He's going to allow you to, see hip a lot of people up. All right, you're gonna, see the beginning of that, but you're not gonna fully be able to enjoy, all right, what you have, spent all these years preparing for, man, because the Most High is about to, pretty much use you for the true great reset. Which the true great reset is when Yahweh returns and destroys you devils and sets up the kingdom of heaven here on earth along with the elect, man. That's the true great reset, when the world is being put back in the righteous state that it's meant to be. So over that 1,000-year period, that's going to be the true great reset, man. Okay? So you devils, hey, you're not going to be able to, fully, revel in this labor that you've been searching for all these years, man. All right? Because the Most High is about to bring you niggas down, man. All right? This is Ezekiel 28:9. Will thou yet say before him that slay of thee, I am God? All right? And that's what you're saying. All right? They're saying that science is the new religion. That you scientists are the new, pastors and priests, man. All right? You witches and warlocks, man. All right? They're trying to push the Most High out the way and put himself up as the Most High. But the Lord said this. It says, will thou yet say before him that slay of thee, I am a God? But thou shalt be a man and no God in the hand of him that slayeth thee, right? Because you devils have gotten beside yourself, man. You forgot that, like it tells you in Job 9:24, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. The Most High gave you the rulership, man. Daniel 4:17. All right. The Most High ruleth it in the kingdom of men, and he giveth it to whomsoever he will, even the bases of men. He gave you this rulership, man, and you went and got beside yourself because the Lord has allowed your wickedness to continue to perpetuate throughout the earth, so that he has, your wickedness continue to, rack up on your tab. So when he finally serves you, man, all right, you're gonna get all of it. All right, all that wickedness that you have accumulated, going all the way back to the serpent, all the way up until now, man. The Lord is about to serve you something nice, man. All right, he's gonna show you why he is the Most High, why he's the one that rule up in the kingdom of men. Because you devils can't do nothing that the Most High doesn't allow you to do. This is why your rulership is slipping from you, man. Hey, America's been on a downward spiral, all right, since you went to space, man. So-called went to space, since you sent the satellites up, man. Because you devils never went to the moon, man. All right, but ever since really the Industrial Revolution, man. All right, you've been on a downward spiral from there, man. Because the Most High is bring you devils down, man. So you Jakes, all right, you Jakes better understand that the Most High is not for America. He's not for the prolonging of this place, man. So if you have wisdom, you can see that the ship is sinking, and we're not about to go down with the ship, man. We want to be delivered off the ship, off this sinking ship, man. So, because this place isn't for you, all right. Micah 2:10, it says that, hey, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, and it will sorely destroy you with a soul destruction, man. All right. And Esau is showing you that this place ain't for you, because he's telling you how he wants to put the whole world into this perpetual slavery, man. And that MOTB, that's going to be that digital oil to signify, who the slave master is, man. All right. This is Psalm 94:20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemn the innocent blood. Right. Because this is really a shakedown on you, Jake. This is why it's called Jacob's trouble, man. He's about to come and exterminate you Jakes off this earth, man. Because you Jakes have no true place in Esau's futuristic world, man. All right, and he has his technology, his AI, that is ready to replace Jake. So he feels that we're no longer needed. So he's ready to get rid of us. And you Jakes that trust in America, you don't see that, man. You don't see that all this is being done for your destruction. All right. So you shouldn't have your spirit intertwined with this place, man, because it's not for your well-being. All right. Jake is so determined for this, generational wealth trying to make a name for himself. But hey, this New World Order does not have you Jakes within here, man. All right. When you go back to the Georgia Guidestones, they want to keep the world under 500 million. All right. You Jakes are not mentioned in those plans. All right. So we understand that the Most High is allowing this devil to pretty much enact all this stuff to weed out the wicked of our people. Psalm 17 and 13, man. All right. Esau was the sword of the Most High, man. All right. But we understand that the Most High is not going to allow Esau to eradicate all of Israel, man, because he has a remnant that is going to be delivered from that destruction, man. So you're going to get a lot of Jake, but you're not going to get all of us, man. Job 5 and 12, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. Right, the Lord disappointed the devices of the crafty, because this transition ain't gonna be as smooth as you think it is, man. You're gonna have opposition, man. You're gonna have, people bucking up to you, man. And you're seeing that now with these different countries, all right, siding with Russia and China, all right, and different countries, they doing these backdoor deals, man, because deep down, the world is sick of America. This is why everything is shaping up for World War III, because the Most High is about to allow the very weapon that you created to be feared over, which was those ICBM nuclear missiles, all right? He's about to use your very weapon to bring down upon your own head, man, all right? So that's how the Most High is going to disappoint you, man, because this World War III is going to be the end of Esau's rulership, man, okay? I'll come in with this. This is Job chapter 20, verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him, right? Because like I said, you're going to have resistance, all right, against that Charagma, man, against the New World Order, all right? So you're going to be in straits, man. It's not going to be no smooth transition like you think you're just going to, strong arm the whole world. Everybody's going to bow the knee. Nah, man. Hey, Esau ain't the big bad bully in the earth no more, man. All right? People going to fight back. These other countries going to fight back, man. All right? It says, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh Shem Yahushua shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and he shall rain it upon him while he is eating. And what the Lord going to rain upon your head, man? Those missiles, man. All right? Just when you thought you're going to sit at the table, you didn't got the table set up all nice. All right? You got the, you put your little napkin bib on, grabbing your fork and your knife, about to dig into that plate. Hey, the Most High is going to snatch that tablecloth from, off the table, and all that food is going to fall. That's how the Most High is going to do your damn New World Order, man. All right? He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through, being them ICBM nuclear missiles, because these other nations are going to shoot missiles over here to America, to the land of Israel, and various parts of the world where you Edomites are, and you're going to be destroyed, man. But mainly here in America. It says, it is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of the gall, tears are upon him. That's going into these nuclear missiles coming out them Shilohs, man. Because once those buttons are pushed, all right, those missiles are going to come out, and there's no way to bring them back in, man. All right? So that once the button is pushed, and these other nations shoot these missiles over to America, all right, that's it. All right? You're going to get those alerts, and, hey, prepare for impact. Brace for impact, because, hey, that fire, when that nuclear missile, when them warheads touch down to the land, man, all right, that's what you're going to see, the lake of fire, man. All right? All these people burning up, man. All right? And you're going to watch your empire burn. Okay? Verse 26. It says, all darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. Right? Because that wisdom that you are getting from these demons is going to cease, man. You're not going to have any answers on how to bounce back or how to prevent, these things from happening, man. All right? You're going to go back to being that base man that you were, as I talked about in Job 30, man. All right? Because, hey, all this these demons giving you this information, they're going to stop communing with you, man. All right? Like it tells you in Isaiah, I believe that's either Isaiah 13 or Isaiah 47. But those witches and warlocks, man, they're not going to be able to tell you, what's next, man. All right, it's gonna go black for you, man. All right, verse 27, the heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him, and that's what you're seeing, man. The whole earth is rising up against Esau because everybody is ready for this devil to get out of the power seat, man. All right, verse 29. Verse 28, the increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. Right, like it tells you in James 5, man, all the riches that you have accumulated throughout all the years that you've been in the rulership, man, you're going to cough all that up, man. All right, all those riches that you got, underneath the Vatican, you're going to have to cough them up, man. All right, all them lands that you conquered, you're going to have to cough them up, man. All right, the Israelites that you've had in your captivity, the Most High is going to make you cough us up, man, because when we are delivered, all right, you're not going to have that dominion over us anymore, man. Everything that you have, you're going to give up, man. All right, because you're going into slavery, boy. All right, you're going to go from riches to rags, all right, in an hour, man. Okay, it says, this is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, right? So the portion of a wicked man is destruction, because the great downfall of Esau Edom is going to be the story that we're all going to know on what happens to a wicked individual. What happens when you rule in wickedness, man? All right, you're going to be the story, like that horror story that you tell around a campfire, man. All right, that's going to be Esau's story, man. This is your appointed end for all your misgivings that you've done in the world, man. All right, so the Most High is going to reward you for everything that you've done, man. Okay, so I just wanted to put it out through the Spirit. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to close it out by giving all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Makar Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect. Until next time, I say Shalom.